It was a sort of surreal feeling once all the officers, the investigators left, because they had left right around 7:30, 8 o'clock, so about 12 hours after the shooting. I walked behind the church meeting house there, walked through the driveway to the parking lot. There were dozens of cars that obviously were stranded there after the shooting when that site was locked down for the investigation. There was even the hearse still parked behind the building. Of course, last night was a celebration of life for a man that was interrupted by this shooting. So again, it was almost a surreal sight to see all those cars and even the hearse still parked back there. And as I left the meeting house to come here this morning, people were driving up to retrieve their vehicles and the belongings that were left behind in the chaos of the shooting last night.
Everyone ready to go? Okay.
Yeah, we're getting underway, guys.
Give me the cue, Alex. We good? Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Glenn Mills. I'm the Chief of Staff for the Salt Lake City Police Department. I want to start off just by thanking each of you. We do recognize you as a critical partner when it comes to keeping the public up to date and educated on events that happen in our community. So thank you for the work that you do here to keep the public informed. Aside me is Chief Brian Redd of the Salt Lake City Police Department. I will now turn the time over to him and he will offer an update on the incident from last night. Afterwards, we will be able to take some questions as well.
Thank you all for being here. No problem. Again, thank you all for being here. I'll give you a quick update here this morning. We have, as you know, and we reported last night, we have 2 individuals who were fatally wounded last night. We have 5 additional injured who are currently being treated at local hospitals with what appear to be at this time non-life-threatening injuries. 1 has been treated and released. The fatally wounded have been identified as Vaea Tulikihihifo, Tulikininifo. First name is Vaea, 46, and Sione Vatuvei, 38 years of age, both residents of Utah. We again express our condolences to the families and those affected by this senseless tragedy. This is still a very active investigation. I do want to make it clear today that while this incident occurred at a Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints facility, this was not a targeted attack on the LDS faith. There are people involved in this incident who have been less than cooperative, and we're still working to identify all who were involved in the incident and their roles in the matter. Our focus now is bringing all those involved to justice, and we will do that, and our detectives are working overtime to resolve these issues. There was a dispute last night between individuals who are known to each other who happened to be attending a funeral service, a memorial service. We do not believe at this time there is a threat to the general public. We want to thank our outside law enforcement agencies for their response to our city last night and for their continued support in this investigation. I want to thank Chief Lieb and the Salt Lake City Fire Department, Gold Cross, and 911 Dispatch for their support in this as well. They're great partners. Thank you, Chief Lieb. I want to reemphasize that if anyone in the public has information that they can provide to us, that would be very helpful. And you can call our non-emergency number at 801-799-3000. Again, if there's an emergency or you have information where you're concerned, call 911.
What do you know about shooters?
It's still an active investigation, and we're looking into that.
Do you believe there's more than one?
We believe there are more than one. Yes, we believe there was an exchange of gunfire.
The people involved in the shooting, you said they knew each other. Were they all together at the viewing
So that's what we're still looking into and investigating. Yeah, no additional updates on that right now.
You used the word exchange just now. Does that mean that some of the folks who were fired on service weapons and fired?
We're still looking into all of that. It was a very, complicated crime scene, but we are looking into that. We're looking at all evidence that we can obtain from the scene, and then immediately as people were leaving the scene, as I indicated last night, any evidence from cameras or anything that might help us identify vehicles that were leaving the scene.
Of the term exchange?
Yeah.
People were firing at each other.
We're still looking into that, but yeah, we're looking into that.
And for that question, is this like two people exchanging gunfire with each other or two groups exchanging gunfire with each other?
Again, we are looking into the reason and cause for the gunfire in the first place, so we just don't want to get ahead of the investigation here.
And at this point, do you suspect anybody was an innocent bystander attending the funeral, or were these targeted two groups against each other?
Again, the funeral was going on inside and there were individuals on the outside.
Is anyone in custody yet?
No one is in custody yet, though we do have officers at the hospital with those who are being treated.
Chief, you mentioned that some of the people you have are being less than cooperative. Is that one person less than cooperative? Is it a group? Are you not getting any assistance from any of them?
Well, we interviewed a number of people last night. We're taking the information that we get, but again, we're still having some challenges with cooperation. And so, we are asking the public and anyone that has information that could be helpful to please call us.
So, based on the little information you have right now, did the shooting have anything to do with the funeral at all? Were those two separate events and everybody just happened to gather in the parking lot and the funeral was going on? Or?
Again, we're looking into all of those details, but there were individuals that were attending the funeral, and there were people out in the parking lot, and likely at some level involved in the memorial services.
You were asked about whether people were in custody, and your response included saying you had officers at the hospital. Does that suggest that suspects may be among those injured at the hospital?
I mean, that's a possibility, but there are also potentially victims. We're still sorting through all that. Again, when we don't have people cooperating and talking too much, we're still sorting through all of that. We will work through all that and give you additional updates when we're more confident in all of those answers.
A man put behind a Salt Lake City police car. I know there's nuance between officially arresting someone, officially being arrested,
Sure.
charges being filed versus being detained. Are people detained right now for questioning about this?
So I don't know the number, but there were people who were handcuffed and detained, and we interviewed those individuals. Any of those individuals who were cuffed or detained last night have not been placed under arrest. The individuals that we're currently with are those that are at the hospital.
Is something a purview of charges we might see here is obstruction of justice for people who do not want to cooperate, may have seen something but aren't saying anything?
I mean, that's always a possibility in any investigation, but that's not where we're at right now. Where we're at is we're just asking for cooperation so we can resolve this issue.
I've been to multiple shootings. You guys don't always bring out the gang unit. What kind of intel did you guys get that made you guys say we got to get the gang unit involved?
So there is indication that there were individuals at the scene that were potentially involved in gang activity. We don't know the cause for the violence, and so that's what we're investigating. So we're cautious to say this is a gang-related shooting because we're still investigating the cause of the shooting.
Yeah, looking at it from like a 30,000 foot square view is like, a religious building here, very intimate ceremony, viewing happening, and then the gang units there. So my question is, not all of those LDS meeting houses have to have LDS members there. It should be delegated to another group. Were these LDS members that were there, or was it just somebody using the community?
I don't know the religious affiliation of those at the funeral, and our gang unit was not at the funeral. The gang unit is helping after the shooting occurred, and that would be, they're out working, and so we're going to tap into them for sure on any shooting.
Last night you guys were looking for a vehicle that was last seen going north on Redwood. Did you still looking for that vehicle, and do you have any description you can share?
Yeah, we're not prepared to share a description. There was more than one vehicle that left after the shooting, and so we're looking into all of that right now. When we're confident of a vehicle description and involvement, we would put that out to the public, because we certainly want to give you as much information as possible to help us with this, but we're not prepared to release any information on a vehicle at this point.
Chief, any of the video helpful from nearby businesses? Were you able to get some information that's helping with this, or?
Our detectives are working right now, working through what any evidence that they might be able to obtain. I don't know if they've had an opportunity to review that video, but we've been attempting to pull it right now.
Do you have any more info on the victims that are still in the hospital? Are they all male, or are they all adults?
We can follow up at the appropriate time. I don't have any additional information at this point.
Say they're all adult.
Yeah, we did say that. Yeah, they are all adult. We did confirm that last night, yeah.
Chief, I know the search is still underway, but are you working with any out-of-state agencies in case they left the state?
If there is any information to suggest these individuals have left the state, we will follow these individuals wherever they go, and we will hold them accountable. So that if the investigation develops in such a way that we believe people have left the state, we will be working with law enforcement agencies in those states to find them.
And I just want one clarification. Yesterday, we were dancing around between suspect or suspects. At this point, can we confirm that the police department believes there's more than one suspect? Can we say that you guys are looking for suspects?
Yeah, I would say there was a dispute between individuals, and there are a number of people that we're looking for right now, yes. And I don't have the specific number of people involved. That's all still being sorted out, so I'm cautious. But in any dispute, there's going to be more than one person. So.
You answered this one already.
Yeah.
But yesterday, you continued to say this wasn't a random shooting. Some of us were thinking to the randomness of this because it sounded like a vehicle pulled out, people got out, and then the shots happened. Were whoever the reported shooter was, from talking to family and witnesses there, were they also supposed to be at this viewing? Were people expecting them, and this just happened to be something that happened there?
Yeah, again, as I mentioned earlier, in the information that we're releasing right now is that these individuals were known to each other. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that.
We have time for probably 2 more questions.
I want to pull back a little bit. You're the chief of Utah's biggest city. This is, whether it's gang involvement, whoever the suspect and victims are, this happened at a church. And that escalates things. And it makes people feel fearful and worried about whether things are escalating. So what do you say to this larger situation?
Absolutely. Our houses of worship are sacred, whatever the affiliation. We should all protect those spaces, and we should all respect those spaces. And as we move forward in the days, we do work very closely with all of our houses of worship, with all of our faith community. What I would say is, if faith communities are concerned, please reach out to the police department. We do have contact with them on a pretty regular basis, but if there's anyone that would like to communicate and work with us, we're certainly happy to do so. We were in communication with officials from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints last night, and we'll continue to do so, be in touch with them as we move forward.
An escalation of this kind of violence?
We're always worried about an escalation or potential retaliation for any situation like this. And what I would say is, if there are individuals who are in fear of anything like that, please reach out to us and let us know so that we can help. And again, we're asking for anyone in the public or anyone that knows anything about this incident to please reach out to us and share that information with us so we can resolve this matter. And we will resolve it.
And just to clarify, you mentioned that you think the people were there, they knew each other. So does that mean they were there for the funeral and that celebration of life?
Again, I'm not ready to confirm those details, but as soon as we can confirm that, we will.
Okay, last question.
Point of clarification. So obviously, sometimes you have an officer that goes in with either a victim or a suspected shooter. They've been injured into the hospital. Given that there's maybe some indication this is gang involvement and there are so many victims potentially at the same hospital, do you guys have an increased
Yeah.
try to go to the hospital.
Yeah, absolutely. We have officers at the hospitals currently. Our hospitals have security, and those are things that we would always, be concerned about. And so, yes, we're considering all things like that.
We say they're ramped up, though, that's what my question is.
What's that?
Security and police personnel, we say they're ramped
Our
up.
officers are there currently with those individuals, and I'm sure the hospitals are taking security measures as well.
Okay, thank you all. We understand the nature of this and the desire to have as much information as possible, and we are committed to give that to you once it becomes available, so we will continue to provide updates as we get them. Thank you.
So Glenn, would you expect any more press conferences or just when it's news?
I wouldn't necessarily expect any more press conferences when something's new. We'll send it out.